What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sector for Nerds. I'm Ryan Brower, and today we are here to talk about Andor Episode 10, One Way Out. But before we do that, you guys, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, I recently created a new YouTube channel called Top 10 Character Moments. I recently put up a poll, like having you guys cast your votes on what your favorite episode of Top 10 Character Moments has been so far. If you guys haven't checked out those videos, I highly encourage you to go and check them out. If you just go to my homepage and scroll to channels, you'll find the channel there and you'll be able to watch all 5 episodes of Top 10 Character Moments so far. And we got episode 6 coming out this Friday, and it's going to be about T'Challa, Black Panther. I figure we've got Wakanda Forever coming up this week. I'm hoping to see the movie sooner rather than later so I can get you guys my thoughts on that movie as soon as possible, but only time will tell and only my schedule will tell. But for now, you guys, let's get into talking about Andor Episode 10. Okay, I cannot believe that what I'm about to say is about to come out of my mouth, because we are now 10 episodes into this show, and there was a little while where I didn't think that the words that are about to come out of my mouth are about to come out, and I'm almost afraid to say it. I like this episode of Andor, and I thought it was really good. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I'm being real with y'all right now. Like, I'm not trying to troll or anything like that and be like, haha, this show sucks, which it does, but I really did genuinely enjoy this episode. And that's honestly like all I can ask for at this point. I just want episodes that I can enjoy and that I think are good content and stories that I can get invested in. And the story of this episode was so good. Now, I will say, I have seen people online going like, oh, the pacing was so much better in this one. I completely disagree. I think the pacing has been the same throughout all 10 episodes, which is a very slow pace. But I think for the story that they were telling in this episode, the slow pacing worked. To the point where I was actually disappointed when this episode ended, and I'm like, oh no, I want more. Which the last episode did do. Like at that final scene with Cassian and Andy Dermis's character, who I'm forgetting the name of, and he's like, how many troopers are on each level? No more than 12. That had me intrigued. For once, I was invested in the Andor storyline. The Mon Mothma scene that we got in this episode I thought was pretty good. We got Luthen back, and I just really wish we would be doing more with Luthen, because Luthen's been like my favorite character in this whole series. But I think the standout character for me in this episode has to go to a character in the Andor side of things, and that's Andy Dermis's character, who also plays Snoke. The first standout moment is when he was being real with his boys, you know, saying like, we're not getting out of here, and kind of explaining everything that we figured out in the last episode, right? Where we figured out that they're not letting people go. It's like they freaking killed 100 people on level 2 to shut them up regarding whatever it is that they're building. And then what they end up doing is they start this riot in the prison cell with the help of Andor. And it gets to the point where they're releasing like all 5,000 people that are in that prison. And the other standout moment was that dude's speech. I mean, just so freaking good. It very much reminded me of Captain America the Winter Soldier when Cap's giving his speech to the SHIELD agents about like Hydra taking over, we got to do something to stop it. And it gets to the point where they're all escaping and they're all going to start, you know, jumping into the to the water and swimming. But then Andy's character goes, I can't swim. And then we don't see him for the rest of this episode. And we see Andor running with one of the other people that were escaping. And I'm like, well, wait, but what happened to all the other people? Like, what happened to all the other guys that were a part of that group? But I'm sure the next episode will tell us. And again, you guys, like, I'm, for once, like, out of this entire show, I am excited for the next episode. Now, I did say at one point, right, like, all right, this show is really bad. It really sucks. But the least they can do at this point is give me some really good final episodes to the series. And that's what I thought this episode was. And I'm hoping that the next 2 episodes are equally as good. I would say if all of the other episodes are D's or F's or maybe a couple C minuses in there, I would say this episode was a solid B. Another character that I'm curious to see what they do with at this point is Mon Mothma, because obviously her and her husband don't have the best relationship. There's the whole thing going on with her daughter as well, right? But like, whenever we see Mon Mothma in other parts of Star Wars, like, we don't see them as well. So is there every chance that they could end up dying by the end of this series? There is still a season 2, so we also have to keep that in mind as well. Same goes for Luthen as well. I hope they bring back Luthen for season 2, because I want more from this character. Like, that one scene between him and that other spy was like super good, and Luthen talking about how like he's sacrificing everything for this rebellion, his livelihood. It was deep stuff. He's sacrificing his life and his passions for this sole passion of making the galaxy a better place, making this rebellion worthwhile. Him being straight up with that officer, being like, dude, I cannot let you walk out. I need you. There aren't enough good people fighting right now for this rebellion. I need you here doing the good work. And it's not that he doesn't care about the dude, but it's just like, look, I get what you're going through, man, but at the end of the day, you have to be a part of this. I don't know where they're going to take the final 2 episodes of this show, but guys, I am genuinely curious, and I really hope that the next 2 episodes are just as good as this one, because I really liked it. It's so weird to say that, because like, you guys have no idea how much it hurts me to come on here every week and just be like, man, this show sucks. Because that's basically what all of my videos have been at this point about Andor. And I know they've been getting ratioed, and I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm entitled to my opinions just as you're entitled to yours. So, but at the end of the day, I don't take any pleasure taking shots at Star Wars content, because it's Star Wars, and I want to love everything in Star Wars. Of all the fandoms that I'm a fan of, like, Star Wars is the biggest one, and it's been the one that's stuck with me since I was 6 years old. As Cassian would say, I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. So to be able to come on here this week and say that I enjoyed this episode does my heart good. But for now, you guys, I believe that is going to wrap us up for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with others to help support the channel, and I will see you guys next time.
Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi.